Although Hitman Absolution was released in November of 2012, it's a game that I've been meaning to get around to for a while now. I've always been intrigued by the Hitman series and thought this would be a good time to dive into it. You begin the game as Agent 47, a secret agent assassin who's been assigned with killing his longtime contract handler. After completing his assignment, he learns of a girl that the agency has been conducting experiments on to become the perfect killer and decides to rescue her rather than turn her over to the agency. Unfortunately, that's it. That's the whole story. There are no curveballs, no emotional investment into the characters, no plot development. The only motivation Agent 47 has is to save the girl so she can choose whether to be an assassin or not. A choice he was never given. Really? This is why we're putting our life and career on the line and destroying the lives and personal property of others in the process? It's not exactly moral high road material. Anyway, most of the bad guys in the game are sleazeballs that no one would ever feel bad about killing.
Fuck! What the fuck kind of place you running here, Clive?
Hell, that ain't mine.
Jesus Christ, you
That's Mrs. Cooper's.
sick fuck!
But their personalities and behaviors seem so similar that you feel like it's the same person throughout the game.
I like good old weed, I really do.
Son of a bitch makes my skin crawl.
That's probably why I like him.
Lucky for us, the gameplay is better than the story. Hitman Absolution runs on the Glacier 2 graphics engine, and it does a pretty decent job. The environments have plenty of objects and details to give the illusion of real-world locations, but that illusion is broken through redundant character designs. You'll bump into the same people over and over again on the same level. On the other hand, considering the number of people the engine can display on screen at any given time and what our systems are capable of, I think that's forgivable. It would probably really bog systems down with large crowds of individually unique people. What I do like about Hitman is its gameplay. Most missions don't have a right or wrong way to complete it. You have multiple weapons and methods to kill at your disposal. You can be sneaky and take out your target undetected, or you can rush in guns blazing. The former requires finesse though. You'll need to use instinct to avoid enemies, disguises to fool people, and choose the right weapon for the job. If you leave a body laying around, enemies will be alerted, making it harder to avoid detection. The variety of killing methods is pretty entertaining as well, like throwing a katana into someone's head or sniping them from far away. The cover system is a little awkward to maneuver, but it's manageable once you get used to it. If you get into a pinch, point shooting lets you slow down time and select enemies to be automatically taken out at the expense of some instinct. Hand-to-hand combat is okay, but the typical quick-time events slow down the action. As fun and rewarding as completing the perfect hit is, Hitman fails to diversify the experience. About halfway through, the gameplay gets repetitive. Important characters to the story that you would assume offer boss battles are nothing more than typical kills. They offer no additional difficulty other than having more guards to bypass and different level design. Each character's individual strengths aren't utilized in combat, and they feel like any other target in the game. Their importance to the story is severely diminished, and there is no feeling of great accomplishment when you succeed. If the 19-hour campaign hasn't already burned you out, there is some replay value with level challenges and online leaderboards through user-created missions called contracts. What's interesting about contracts is the objectives are created by completing your own hits. Score values increase as you complete additional requirements, such as wearing a certain disguise or killing with a particular weapon. Hitman Absolution isn't a great game by any stretch of the imagination, but it is mildly entertaining. Compared to other cloak and dagger titles though, such as Splinter Cell or Metal Gear Solid, it falls flat on its face. I'd recommend picking up this title, but only when it goes on sale.
You're wasting my time!
I hope you guys found this review helpful, and I'll see you next time.
Evil on your mind, it pays you back in kind. I am the judge, you've crossed the line. Black bandana, my black bandana.